Now, look, Prince Harry is returning to the United States today. I know you must be devastated, Malone.
Yes.
Devastated.
Well, no, I'm devastated at how I feel the public is turning. I feel they're now on Harry's side, and they're having a go at the King for not seeing him. I've done a couple of shows this week where the public have had a real go at me, saying, you know, it's family. I'm sorry. Just because you're a blood relative of someone, it doesn't entitle you to try and destroy them and to say the most vile things about them, to call them racist, to call them whatever. And I just think this idea that Prince Charles, he's only just come back to work after 3 months off. If Harry was so keen to... He's still being treated. If Harry was so keen to build bridges, he's had 3 months to come and see him when his dad wasn't doing anything. Yeah. He even could have come last week before his engagements for the Invictus Games started. He could have come then and spent some time. But no, he comes for 2 days and he expects the King to drop his incredibly busy schedule to fit him in for an hour. Why would you do that? Yesterday, he met Rishi Sunak. He met the PM of Fiji.
He did a garden party.
Day before he had the garden. Yeah, he had the garden. That was yesterday. Yeah. So it's not like he's just making these engagements up. He had them. And the idea that he should drop everything to fit in this selfish, wayward plan is beyond.
But you know what I think, Tom? I think it shows the King cannot trust his son.
Exactly.
That's why he won't see him.
Well, he did. I mean, I think we have to put it into a little bit of perspective, Andrew. Yeah. He did see him at the start of his diagnosis. Harry came especially over from Los Angeles to see him.
Half an hour.
Okay, fine, but Harry, you can't. You know, I think we can't have it both ways. Either Harry doesn't care, or he's doing it for attention or whatever. I mean,
well, that's kind of what a lot of people might think.
He flew over direct from Los Angeles to see.
But what about this time? The King didn't see him.
Okay, fine. So I'm not. I don't know what's behind Harry's diary. Okay, obviously, if you live far away and you come to Britain and you want to see your parent who's being treated for cancer,
but Jonathan, the King could have found time in his diary.
I believe the King probably could have found. Yes, and that's.
I think it's because he doesn't trust him.
And because, can you just imagine, after the last half-hour visit he had, Harry went straight back to America and he did an interview with Good Morning America where he talked about the meeting with his father. And yes, he didn't tell any cancer details because he didn't know any. He probably wasn't told any details.
Because he doesn't trust him.
But how can... If I was Camilla and Wills, I would say to him, do not see this man because he's insulted both Kate and he's insulted Charles and both are being treated for cancer.
Well, he hasn't done either of those things since the diagnosis.
And both have been... that's really big on us. They really chipped out.
The King did see him.
He called Camilla evil.
The King did agree to see him before.
Sorry?
The King did agree to see him before.
Yeah, but he hasn't... Get it right. Harry has not come to see Charles right now. He's come to be feted for his role with the Invictus Games for the 10th anniversary of the Games. Which is a brilliant...
And what about bringing his kids as well, to introduce them to the King and the family? I mean, you know...
Lilibet.
And he hasn't.
That seems a bit unfair to the children to involve them in their altercation. If they don't want to get on, that's fine, but surely the children...
Well, look, I mean, a lot of people watching this will have difficult families and difficult relationships, and you will know if you have a difficult family that people talking about it from the outside are always going to be talking about it with blindfolds on because you don't.
No,
you
we don't have blindfolds on. We've got a 400-page temper tantrum book called Spare. So it's not. We're not talking about it from the inside. Harry has made public every grievance.
We don't know what the conversations are that happen in private. Obviously, Harry has put his side of the story on, but we don't know everything that's happening, Carole. And, you know, obviously I think that we can all agree that it would be really great if the King could have a good relationship with his son, because they are father and son.
How easy is that going to be now? Because as Andrew says, the trust is shot now. They can't ever say anything in front of him now. He can never be readmitted to the inner circle because he will blab it on television. He'll go back to America and do it again.
The royal family is all about discretion.
Yes, but I think that we also have to bear in mind, Carole, we've spoken about this before, that the royal family is in a very, very different place from where it was a year ago. You have the King, who's has serious illness. You've got the Princess of Wales, who's being treated for cancer as well. You know, the royal family looks a lot more fragile than it did.
And Harry has insulted both of those.
Harry
has hurt,
he offered to come back, I think,
both of those people.
I've heard that, you know,
we don't know.
There were reports that Harry offered to sort of step into the breach. We don't know how truthful those reports are.
Why would you want him to do this? This was the man 5 years ago.
He can't win. He can't win. If he offers two, he can't win. If he offers not,
we made it quite clear. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Yes.
Well, right. Now.